I was just thinking now I have to make another video to highlight again how lucky we are. How lucky we are that every morning we choose the people we talk to. We have the option to choose the people and the work and the words that we say. How many of the people we love to hate and we love to think they're controlling us don't have that choice, don't have a choice on what they do with their day, who they talk to, when they have coffee, what they're gonna say. Like, imagine being constantly surrounded by plotting and planning, constantly being surrounded by insane people that want you to say insane things, constantly having to lie, not being able to retire. Look at those people that we consider above us. How many of them are retired, and what's their age, and what they do with their day? How is that admirable, enviable, or desirable? And this is the thing, to control or to be in charge of a population and to install a new system, or even, gosh, even having to to have meetings. My God, the people they have to have meetings with, the people they have to listen to. Even, gosh, I saw the Democracy Summit. I saw the I can't remember, there was something by New York Times put together. Imagine having to go there. Imagine the things they have to participate in, who they having coffee with, who they catching up with, who their friends are. How, like, I don't know, how little control they have over their lives. And this is the thing. This level of people, this elite that we're calling these controllers, they groom their children. Their children are put through things that we can't even imagine. We think it's just about us, but this is from the beginning of times. Their children were put in boarding schools. They were put through trauma. Their entire life is in this viper's nest. Their every moment of every day is controlled and handled. They have no freedom. They may have some perks and some benefits, but where is the joy in that? Where is the moment where they can feel not just, free? They don't have that. I'm just considering myself so blessed and so lucky. Honest to God, I look at my day today. I woke up when I wanted. I went and I helped a friend with something. She gifted me something that I really, really enjoyed because of the help. Then I came home. I made myself pretty. I went to town. I did my banking. I had coffee with a good friend of mine. Caught up with my boyfriend. I did with my day as I chose. I dressed in what I chose. I spoke what I chose. I ate what I chose. I could swallow because no one was looking at me, and there was no show to put on. We are so free. We have to start to appreciate and give gratitude to the fact that we can swallow our coffee and tea in peace. That there is no plotting and conniving we have to participate in. That we don't have to speak lies and trample over our integrity in every moment of every day. Do you know what luxury that is? The luxury of having free mind in your free time. None of these puppets, none of these parasites have a moment of that. Imagine what is the life of these people. Seriously, look at your day to day and imagine what such person is doing on their daily life, moment by moment. And you cannot but pity them. You cannot but send a prayer for them. And just recently, again, there was someone that said the exact same thing. They were groomed and they were manipulated to play these roles. They have no exit. Look at the spectacle that this I don't want to say his name, this other actor with the funny accent, the little one, from over North Europe and so on, Northeast Europe. Just look what a joke he is. Like, this person has, no wonder they take copious amounts of drugs. How the hell can you go to bed with yourself? How can you look yourself in the mirror? We have the luxury of being able to speak our truth, even if it's coded, even if it's whatever, or if it's just in our journals. These people don't have that luxury. The freedoms that we have, even when we were locked down. Gosh, the fact that we can look ourselves in the mirror, that we can speak genuinely to another person, that we can laugh, we can cook a meal. These are freedoms. Like, imagine, man, imagine being the target of all hate and all disgrace at the age of 80 something. It's painful. It's just painful. Like, I don't see the glamour. I don't see the value. I don't see the benefit. I can only pity them. And I can only be, every day I look at them, I'm more and more grateful about my situation. I cannot, gosh, the joke that is, the psyop that is played on an entire race of people. The biggest joke. It's just, I can't say that either. But the lies upon which these people base their reality and the conditions in which they live every day, where every meter upon meter is a cop, it's a uniformed military police and so on, and thinking they are chosen. I mean, wow. I mean, the level of psyop. So that's the thing. We've come far enough to see the 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 game. When you see and you reach the end of the game, it's game over. So you can't, I mean, think seriously of the amount of effort it would take to put a system like this in place and keep it going. And I'm sorry, but for there would be no way for people to have the quality of life that we're having. Our rubbish is being removed, our water is being pumped, our food is being grown. We provide little services like, I'm sorry, but no matter how I look at it, yeah, okay, I've grown enough to want something new, but to sit and bitch and blame, like, just go camping for 3 days. And imagine no one, don't take batteries, don't take this, because you didn't make the batteries, you didn't make the machine that's running the batteries and so on. So if you think you can do better than the system, leave everything from the system, stop being a hypocrite, leave everything and live without it. And see how that's working out for you. The creature comforts, they're a real thing. And for better or for worse, to recreate them and everything, all the logistics that it takes for everything that we enjoy every day to be in place. And look, now the system, and again I say, we have to be careful what we wish for, because we're gonna get it. Like, I hear that crime rates in Canada, out of all places, are rising through the roof and so on. And no one moves a finger, and it's just happening rampantly and so on. And this is what we wish. This is what we're creating with our desires to see it all collapse. Okay, but just look at absolutely every country that has gone through a revolution. The next person that took charge was a person already installed in the previous regime that they've taken out. Because there has to be a puppet that plays leader. The amount of responsibility, and the puppet has its puppet masters, because you would have to be absolutely a megalomaniac to take the responsibility of leading a people to any capacity. And if there is no puppet masters, and quite a few of them, who in their right mind would want, or would consider themselves, like, how narcissistic can you be to think that you would know what's best for a huge number of people? So even the concept of having a leader that rises up from, of course that's put in place from before the revolution is even started. Of course. How else? And then everyone that's screaming and beating their chest and everything and protesting and so on, then they go back to sleep. Oh, finally someone better is in charge. You're deluded. You're deluded if you think it's someone better. No, they're just appeasing you with another face. But the same puppet masters, and think, with all due respect to the puppet masters, because fuck me, I wouldn't want their job, and I wouldn't give their job to a monkey in a suit. Because for fuck's sake, it's I mean, just try to lead your kids. Let alone a country and a land and a blah, and a system and a parliament and a this and a that. Plus, don't forget, there is no honor among thieves. So that's why I'm saying, count your fucking blessings. Count your blessings. Chill the fuck out. Do the best you can whilst you're here. And don't struggle too much and don't freak out too much about what's gonna be after that. You didn't bring yourself here. What's it your business where you gonna go? You have your own puppet master who's breathing your breath and who's beating your heart. Who made you the way you are? How much choice did you have in all that? Fuck all. That's what. So just this idea that the human is somewhat in control, or it could ever be in control only over your own individual few choices. Just look at how many times you promised yourself something and you didn't follow through. You can't even control yourself. This delusion of, oh, we're gonna vote and we're gonna choose someone better, and so who the fuck would, what's sane? And they will be sane and good and you can't be sane and apply for such a job. It's just not possible. You would have had to be groomed. I don't know. But I just think that we're barking up the wrong tree. And all we've got is to understand that everything is happening for a reason. That reason is creating the now. We're seeing the game. All we have to do is just ride it whilst we are here to ride it. And when we're not, we're somewhere else riding something else. And it's as simple as that. I think we're complicating things. And in all honesty, as I said, since I've gone down this rabbit hole, I realize, dude, nothing lines up with nothing anymore. The more I search, the more I find, but nothing is making sense. Like nothing is adding up. You can't put, not even events, you can't put them, you can't form a linear path anywhere. Hence, I'm thinking there are, this dimensional thing is real, that there are, it's all happening here, but at different dimensions. And of each you're aware at a particular stage. But yeah, I don't think we should take any of this too seriously, including our own lives. And we shouldn't be so invested into something that was not ours to start off with. And we shouldn't be so arrogant to think that if only we would be in charge, we could do better. Seriously, we each have to look at our own 12 inches of private space to see what we're truly capable of. And with that realism, to show more gratitude, because none of this is it was all made for us, And it's only because of what's happening that we even got to have these conversations and these discoveries. Because at one stage we were all fucking PCs. Blind as bats. That's how we were. And even now, what the fuck do we know? All we know is that we don't know shit. And we just became aware that we don't know shit from shit. We don't even know what year we're in. We don't even know where the fuck we're standing upon. We don't even know where the fuck our bloodline comes from. All our history is a lie. Our entire history is a lie. That is stupidity with evolution. I mean, can it be a more retarded concept? Can it be more retarded? And then the NASA bullshit. Oh my fucking God. We know nothing about nothing. But we're gonna start a better community. Oh, fuck off. I think I'm gonna go to sleep because there's nothing else to do. Well, I could go party, but I don't know. Good night.